Welcome to the Nintendo Rewind Roundup, where we recap and rewind the last week for Nintendo, covering all the biggest news, announcements, and reviews for your favorite brand, Nintendo, in the video game space. Normally, I'm joined by my co-host, Josh, but we are doing a pre-recorded segment this week so you guys can get caught up on all the news that you missed due to our special episode, Hist-a-Wee. You can catch it. There's a link in the description for you guys to go and watch. It was a really good time. But that being said, and without any further ado, we're going to dive into MyNintendo news. So as far as MyNintendo news is concerned, there's not really a whole lot. Normally we would have wallpapers, merchandise, different other kind of digital rewards that are available. But this week, the only thing that we have available in the terms of MyNintendo news is the latest wave of Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom icons. You get Ganondorf, you get some of the Banana Clan, you get some of the people from Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity, which is super strange, but you know, hey, I welcome them. I like these icons. A lot of these have already released previously, so if you have those, you should be golden. And with that said, we're going to dive into the events. For events, we have Splatfest that is coming and under the way. Actually, this weekend, when this video goes live, it should be available for you guys to join. I will tell you guys, we, as the Nintendo Rewinders, we're going with Team Sunday. Got to rep Big Man this time. I'm very excited, but it does start this coming weekend at 4 p.m. on 2/16 until 4 p.m. Pacific time, both of those in Pacific time on the 18th. We're going to be doing a live stream of it on Friday at 9 p.m. Josh is going to be joining me. I'd invite you guys to come and join up with us as we rep Team Sunday this time around over on the Splatfest. Also of note, there is a new Terror Raid event that is going on beginning on Thursday the 15th when this is live. It should be live at 4 p.m. PST through Sunday, February 18th at 3:59 p.m. PST. The 4 Pokemon that are available are Stonejourner, Ice-Cube, Armarouge, and Ceruledge. Or Armorage? I don't know. Armorogue. They'll be appearing more frequently in 3 and 5-star Terra Raid battles. And these normally version exclusive Pokemon will have various Terra types and can be encountered in both Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games during this event. The cool thing is I fought really hard to get my Armorogue, and ended up being able to finally get one in a trade. Ceruledge, though, come on now. That Pokemon, absolutely amazing. And it'll give you a chance to be able to fill out your Pokedex. With that being said, we're going to dive into the extra Nintendo news. It does look like the Splatoon 3 World Championship 2024, as well as the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe World Championship 2024, finally has got a rescheduled date. It was previously delayed from December of 2023, and these events will now take place on April 13th and 14th in Japan. Stay tuned for live stream details, is what the Nintendo of America Twitter page says. I'm super stoked. I love the World Championship stuff. It harkens back to watching The Wizard for me. Like, I love watching people compete at high levels of gameplay and do something really cool. Plus, I mean, it's just a fun time watching Mario Kart 8 and Splatoon 3 get absolutely demolished by some really high level players in general. So pay attention for whenever they launch the dates for that. Also of note, the Knuckles spin-off TV show for Paramount Plus has gotten a new reveal trailer, and it looks really cool. You can kind of see from the trailer there's a little bit of footage that is spliced in here from the films, but then they do dive into some of the extra footage that is actually from the show. Idris Elba is resuming his role as Knuckles as well in this, and I'm so excited to be able to sit down, watch this with my kiddos. My youngest son Lando, super big fan of Sonic the Hedgehog just in general. The first video game he bought with his own money was the latest Sonic Superstars video game, but that trailer looks really, really cool. I'm excited for it. I hope you guys are excited for it. Catch it whenever it releases on Paramount Plus. Also of note, the Legend of Zelda Orchestral Concert, as well as the Splatoon 3 Deep Cut Concert was released this last weekend over on Nintendo's YouTube channel. It is completely free for you to watch. They're both very, very entertaining. The Zelda Orchestra especially gets the hair on my arms standing on ends. Like, it is beautiful music. And you can kind of tell who really wrote what. Koji Kondo's name is written almost all over every single one of these compositions that they had in this. But the Tears of the Kingdom music has just such a unique feel compared to those, and I get super emotional whenever I'm listening to that Tears of the Kingdom music. Hairs standing on ends. Please go check that out. It's on the YouTube channel for Nintendo of America, as well as the Splatoon Deep Cut Concert. It was a super fun time. I'm going to fast forward a little bit here so that you guys can see it, but they're performing all the hits. There's a surprise guest that's thrown into here as well. If you guys are a fan of the Splatoon music, heavily recommend you go and check that out. Super cool, super unique. And it was a good time. Watched it with my kids too, and they just jammed. They jammed and danced the whole dang time. Also of note here, and this is something that that kind of breaks my heart. This is Mojo Nixon, unabashed outlaw cult hero, dead at 66. For those of you guys that may not recognize the name, you do recognize the face. It is the very first live action Toad from the very first Super Mario Bros. Movie starring Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo. Unfortunately, he has passed away at the age of 66. Let's remember him as the anti-government anarchist hero that Toad was in that film. And then finally, on the news list here is Splatoon 3's fresh season beginning March. We got a new trailer detailing some of the gear that you'll be able to see, some of the rank rewards and different things that are available in that. Please feel free to go give that a look. I'll be linking all of these stories in the description of the YouTube video. But I'm super excited. You're gonna see some new maps, some new gear, and then just some fresh rewards just for playing. So go check that out. We're gonna dive into the new games that are gonna be coming up for this upcoming week. New games this week. RZ and the Jewel of Faramore released. If you are familiar with games like the Philips CDI Legend of Zelda games, horrible games, essentially what this game does is it takes those games and it turns them on their head to a point that, what if they were good? Limited Run Games just released this. There is a really, really cool, unique trailer for it. It has such a unique look. There is a CDI style controller that is also coming that's pre-orderable directly through Limited Run Games. But this game looks super cool. The live stream they did of this and what I got to watch from Limited Run looked very interesting. It's snappy. It runs at 60 frames per second. It's not quite your Philips CDI experience, but it is still very much your Philips CDI experience. If you're a fan of campy, intentionally horribly animated, but at the same time very well animated artworks in your games, RZ is going to be the one to check out. Next up on the list, we had Tomb Raider 1 through 3 remastered. This is the original Lara Croft adventures from the PlayStation era, brought and breathed new life into for current gen consoles. You can kind of see a lot of these edges have been cleaned up. They've made Lara look really, really good. But if you're more of a fan of the original style of Lara Croft, take a look at the options menu because you can swap it between the original graphic style and the current updated look for Lara Croft. I'm excited to get to doing some spelunking. I hope you guys will be too. Also up on the list, Played Up. This reminds me of Overcooked in many ways. Overcooked in many ways. It's very team based, especially when you're playing multiplayer. It can get chaotic. You're plating up all of your plates. You're trying to make sure that you're getting the orders out on time. Looks really, really cool. Trailer for it is very much, like I said, very much like Overcooked, but that is also launched this week. And then the final game that we have on this list is Mario vs. Donkey Kong. That is available on Friday, the 16th for $49.99. You're going to be able to battle your old arch nemesis, Donkey Kong himself, as he runs away because he's been stealing all of your mini toys that are replicas of Mario. I believe there's 130 levels. I may be incorrect on that estimation, but there is some extra content that is here. Because you get the advantage of doing some co-op, and from what I'm hearing, it is the most recent and possibly final appearance of Charles Martinet being featured in these games for Mario as the voice of Mario. So please go check this out. It's a little pricey for a remake, but that being said, at $50 and 100 and something levels of just tons of fun, I will be checking this one out most definitely this week, and I expect that Josh will probably have a review for us in the coming weeks as we go. So please go check that out if you are a puzzle platformer kind of fan. That being said, that does bring us to the end of our time together. So I will catch you guys on the flip side. We'll be live again on Friday night at 9 p.m. playing Splatoon Splatfest. Which day of the weekend is the best? Reppin' Team Sunday. Until then, I will catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.